Descent is a game that you need to play in order to fully understand its genre. It popularized the 6 degrees of freedom movement within its first-person environment. It was a dream game for a very specific set of players with a fancy joystick. You could pitch, roll and yaw in addition to your standard up, down, forward and back, and you could also come to a complete standstill. This set it apart from both the first-person shooters and flight simulators of the day, but it also meant that the gaming media had absolutely no idea what to do with it. Like an art house film that they didn't understand the plot to, they applauded the unique movement of the game, whilst reaching for their sick bags as it often brought about motion sickness and disorientation. In the far-flung future of 2169, off-world mining operations have been disrupted by a malevolent AI. You're a mercenary who has been contracted to investigate the viral infestation and destroy any hostile elements before attacking the core and escaping the level before the countdown expires. Descent was erroneously labelled a Doom killer, and while it was never as popular as that game, it still sold respectably, and thanks to SourcePorts has remained playable throughout the last 27 years as both one of the founding fathers and best examples of a 6 degrees of freedom shooter. The problem with being a founder of your genre as late as 1995 is there's not many DOS games in your niche at all, with most of the potential replacements moving to Windows 95 or Sony's new and exciting PlayStation, and the other great game of the genre from that decade coming out as late as 1998. And it's not like any other 6 degrees of freedom DOS game is going to get a decent source port like DXX Rebirth. Well, yes actually, because there's one game from the 90s that started life outside of the 6 degrees of freedom, only to enter it with an update to its movement. Radix Beyond the Void was a distinctly average shooter originally that sold poorly and got lost in the shuffle. It had you pilot a craft in a constant rate of motion through a series of suspect levels and boss encounters, but the re-release of Radix 2.0 changed that, and unlike Descent it leans into the Doom inspiration hard. And one of those Doom-influenced concessions is that you'll be tackling sprite-based enemies rather than fully 3D ships. The plot is exactly what you'd expect. You didn't come to Radix for the well-scripted story-rich moments. You're the pilot of an interdimensional starfighter named Radix, and the last hope for humanity as they battle against the occupants of the Void. A rip in the fabric of space that unleashed alien ships bent on your destruction. Over the course of 3 episodes, you have to take out the aliens on Theta 2, and then destroy their alien mothership before finally entering the Void itself. So they basically replaced Phobos with Theta 2, demons with aliens, and gave Doom Guy a spaceship. Got it. But this is more than a simple Doom clone with a spaceship. There are destructible environments, gravitational shifts, turrets, enormous levels, and things like threat indicators and radar to assist in dispatching your alien foes. Links to the 2.0 patch for your copy of Radix and the source port to run it in are in the description. Plug all these improvements into Delphi Doom and you've got yourself a game that, while not being quite as legendary as Descent, is certainly a capable replacement and a lot of fun. So grab your joystick, take your motion sickness meds, and set throttle to full as you battle your way to victory against the evil alien hordes of the Void.